Welcome back to Case Closed, the A-Level Law podcast that breaks down the syllabus one episode at a time. I'm Jade, and in today's episode, we're zooming in on civil courts and answering the question, who deals with what? If you're unsure about whether a case goes to the County Court or the High Court, or what exactly the King's Bench Division does, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. First up, the County Court. This court deals with the majority of civil claims, especially those under £100,000 in value. It's where you'll find cases involving negligence claims, debt and consumer disputes, housing issues, and wills and trusts. The hearing takes place in open court and is decided by a single judge. Before the case, the judge will read through all of the papers, and during the hearing, they'll listen to evidence and legal arguments. At the end, they decide who's liable, what compensation or other remedies are appropriate. Other remedies could include things such as an eviction order, and they also decide who should pay the legal costs. So remember, the County Court is where the most straightforward civil claims start. Next is the High Court. This is used for higher value or more complex civil cases. Hearings are again held in open court by a single High Court judge. But the High Court isn't just one body, it's made up of 3 specialist divisions. This includes the King's Bench Division, the Chancery Division, and the Family Division, so let's break each one down. The King's Bench Division is the largest division of the High Court. It handles contract and tort cases over £100,000 and smaller cases that involve complex points of law. There are also some specialist courts within the King's Bench Division. These include the Administrative Court, which handles judicial review. This is where someone challenges the decision of a public body. It has a court which handles case-stated appeals from criminal courts, and the Circuit Commercial Court for business disputes. So, if the case involves complex legal issues or is particularly high value, it may land here. The Chancery Division. This division focuses on business, property and finance, especially where there's more than £100,000 at stake. It covers things like land and property disputes, trusts, contentious probate, which is basically arguments over someone's will, and partnership disputes. It also includes specialist courts like the Insolvency and Companies List, which deals with company law and bankruptcy. So think, money, property or business is the Chancery Division. The Family Division. This division deals with sensitive family matters, and cases are usually heard in private rather than in open court. It has jurisdiction over cases where a child becomes a ward of court. This is where the responsibility of the child is vested in the court. It deals with appeals from lower family courts and complicated family cases that have been transferred from the county court. It also hears cases with a foreign element, like international child abduction, forced marriage, or disputes over property after an overseas divorce. So if the case involves family relationships, especially those with international issues, it's likely going to be the Family Division. Let's summarise. The County Court deals with civil claims under 100k. That can be negligence, debt, housing and so on. The High Court is split into 3 divisions. The King's Bench deals with big tort and contract cases, judicial review and criminal appeals. The Chancery Division deals with property, trust, wills and business disputes. And the Family Division deals with complex or international family law issues. All hearings are run by a single judge who hears evidence, gives a decision and handles compensation and costs. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Case Closed. Now you know exactly who deals with what when it comes to civil cases. Make sure to follow the podcast and stay tuned for episode 3, where we'll be looking at how civil cases actually get started with pre-trial procedure. Until then, keep revising.